Well, we're back on the couch.
Oh, we are, aren't we?
Yeah.
That was magical.
It's magical couch.
It's like we never leave this place except to go get food.
It's like I live here or something.
That's kind of, I mean, you didn't have to tell everybody that. You live with your action figures.
Yeah. This is my whole living thing.
This is my cave and my mini friends.
This is my apartment. It's literally just this room and nothing else. I don't even have a refrigerator. It's just a true Los Angeles apartment.
Hollywood, yeah. You just have to go out and eat all the time.
Yeah.
I don't see a problem with that.
For the viewers who are not local to SoCal, there's a rule where you either have to have a refrigerator or you have to have an oven. You don't have to have both. So you might find an apartment where you have a fridge and no oven, or an oven and no fridge.
Yeah, it's kind of a silly rule. That's why I learned from you. I look for both.
Yeah, you gotta look for both. Or you have to, they have services you can literally rent appliances from specifically for that reason. Imagine having to haul a fridge. And then of course, the apartment's not built for you to have a fridge because they didn't give you one.
Well, so I found that, and this is just my experience, I found that they do build it to have it, at least in the ones I looked at. But the reason they don't offer it, because I had asked that question, I'm like, well, why don't you offer a fridge? I'm like, that's ridiculous. And the guy, told me, he was like, well, then we have to maintain it. Touche.
That's part of being a property manager, bro.
Yeah, I was like, touche.
We saw Sheep Detectives last Sunday. I thought maybe we just chat about it for a minute, because Hugh Jackman lives in a camper, I guess, like on a giant piece of property in, was it Scotland?
Yeah, I see your segue.
Yeah, I was trying to segue. Anyways, it was cute. It was a family film, and there were kids in the audience, and the kids seemed to very much enjoy the movie. One was particularly into the film. He was heckling the police officer in the film for being stupid, which I found to be pretty funny.
But in the end, I guess maybe I shouldn't spoil it, never mind. I enjoyed the movie overall. There were obviously, and we had talked about this, there were some major flaws in there, but again, it's a kid's film, and that's something I had to remind myself of, like, oh yeah, I'm watching a kid's film. The sheep are freaking talking.
Yep. There's talking sheep that are able to communicate with humans, not vocally, but still. If you can accept that, then you can accept any logical holes that the movie may have.
The one thing I do want to know that actually I was really curious about, do sheep have the ability to just forget something on command? Or was that something made up for the book /
I'm
movie?
guessing that was probably made up for the movie. I would say people, maybe that's like, I don't know much about sheep, but I'm going to guess that might be like an old wives' tale thing about sheep, because maybe it seems like whenever they get traumatized, they forget about it in a way, like they're not afraid of the same thing twice or something like that. 'Cause, there was always that that thing that people say is goldfish have a 10-second memory or whatever it is. It's like maybe sheep are kind of similar.
Maybe. Okay. Yeah.
But
I was curious. If any of you guys know, let us know.
yeah, let us know in the comments if you know if sheep are capable of forgetting something by counting to 3. Because they do that a few times in the movie. So
I thought it was funny when the butcher fell asleep because he was counting all the sheep that he wanted to slaughter.
Oh yeah, that was funny.
He was like, 1, 2. So
That was a fun little movie with a goofy premise and some celebrity voice actors. You'd be surprised who play some of the characters.
yeah, I was actually I was gonna say, going back to the actual story of the movie, or writing of the movie rather, there was a lot of really good social commentary that I found entertaining, and didn't do it in necessarily, typically when you have social commentary, it feels more accusational or condemning, but this one, it more just so poked fun at of being a human.
Anyways, what are we seeing this week?
Backrooms.
Backrooms, which is going to be our second movie this year done by a YouTuber.
and third one based off of a game, fourth one.
Is Backrooms a game?
So it's not based off of a game. So it's actually, I was just thinking about that. So it's not actually based off of a game. It's based off of a short that was done back in 2022.
Yeah.
And that short was then, a game was created off of it.
Okay.
And then the game only came out, I believe, a year or two ago. And then now they're coming out with a movie for it.
I didn't even know it had a game, but the person directing the movie is the same person that made the short, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, he's like super young. He's 21 or something like
Holy
that.
cow.
He was really young when he made the short. He was like a teenager. He's like a kid. And people were like shocked at how good it was. I never saw the short, so I don't really know. I didn't want to watch it because I figured it might spoil some of the movie.
Yeah, I mean, if he's 21 now, that'd be 5 years ago, so he would have been like 16. No. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's 16.
Crazy. Yeah.
That's insane. Wow.
But hey, you know what? Like YouTube, I was telling Kat this the other day, like that's going to become the new frontier for finding talent, because the gap between the equipment you need to make a film and, you know, everything else is really shortened. It's gotten shrunk down, I guess I should say. Like, you know, anyone can go get a camera that's good enough with the proper color correction to look like something you'd see on the big screen. So if you have the talent, you can really make some cool stuff with a shoestring budget and just put it on YouTube. And it's cool that these production companies are starting to acknowledge that talent and really look. And it's surprising to me that it took this long for people to start doing that, because it feels like we're seeing a lot more of it now, and that's pretty cool. Mostly horror though.
Well, yeah, I mean, horror, you can get away with having a smaller budget, smaller production value.
Yeah.
And it's easier to get away with, especially when everything's always dark. You know, that's something you taught me, for example, about CGI, right? Like when CGI wasn't where it's at now, but it was still fairly new. This was back in like 2010, I believe. You know, you explained to me why CGI is always in the dark, and that was because, you know, if they lit it up, it wouldn't look good because the value wasn't there yet, or the quality wasn't there yet. And so I think that horror movies, that genre, just in general, it's easier to do something that's lower budget. It's also easy to do one that has really crappy writing, but where I think that, you know, some of these people are starting to shine. And I'm actually, now that I'm realizing, you know, that you explained that the guy's really young, and, you know, how you got to start with that short, you know, I'm a little more interested in seeing it. I absolutely was not interested in seeing Backrooms after we saw that preview. 100% not until like this moment. Was not interested in seeing Backrooms. I'm not even joking or exaggerating. I could care less. Really disappointed I'm not going to see Tuner. But all that aside, I like the fact that it was this young kid who did a short, you know, and shorts are, you know, what, 18, 20 minutes. So you have to be able to tell an entire story there. And somehow he did that on YouTube and got signed a deal. So I think that makes it really interesting.
And I think he did it with mostly practical effects too. You were talking about low budget. I mean, one of the biggest things about horror is not what you see, but it's what you don't see, because your mind's going to fill in those gaps and probably think of something creepier than they could ever show you on the screen. That's typically how they do that. And a really good horror movie doesn't let you look at the creature, whatever it is, long enough to really get a good idea of what it truly looks like. A great example of that's the movie Alien. When it came out, you'd have to see that movie a lot of times to really get a good idea of what that xenomorph creature looks like. But then, of course, you know, time passes, they make toys of it, it's on posters, it's all over the place. But when Alien first came out, that thing was genuinely terrifying, because you never really get to look at it long enough to process what it is, and your brain just fills it in. It's designed in a way to make you uncomfortable because of how it's made. And people who understand that aspect of horror, and, you know, hopefully this kid understands that, they can do a lot with very little resources.
Yeah, I was talking with somebody the other day about horror movies, and you know, once they reveal the monster, then it's like, oh, that's it.
Yeah.
You know, and you're like, that's what they were scared of. Granted, probably if you saw it in real life, you'd be terrified. But, you know, like, you're thinking, that's it. That's all this worked up for. And so, yeah, it really is the psychological aspect and the build up and the fear of the unknown. I noticed in my own life, and we won't dive into this, but I noticed in my own life, you know, I'm often more times upset, you know, when I don't know something, or, you know, I don't like the anticipation of having to wait to know something.
Yeah.
And so I think that's what a good horror movie does, is it screws with you. And that's the other thing we're talking about. It screws with you psychologically.
Yeah.
And it involves the audience in that way.
Tell you straight up, if I was ever in a horror movie, I'd be dead. Because there's always that part in a horror movie where they hear a bang in the basement or something like that.
You gotta go look.
No, I'm down to throw. Like, I'm gonna throw hands. So there was one time, I'll keep this short because we gotta go to the theater, but I had just gotten out of the shower, so I was in the nude, and I heard a crashing sound in my bedroom. I grabbed a hammer and I walked in the bedroom buck naked, and I said, "Are we doing this or what?" And then I turned the light on. And there was nobody in there, thankfully. Something had fallen over off a shelf or whatever, but like, I was just ready to just take someone out with a hammer. But I also thought about it, and I was like, if someone broke into my house and a naked man turns on a light while screaming with a hammer, that person is going to be, they're not going to know how to react to that, because that's the last thing that they expected, was a naked dude to come at him with a hammer. So I also feel like that gives me an advantage in that scenario. But if there was like a monster in there or something like that, would have ate me, I'd have been dead.
Are we doing this or what?
And I would have made it easy for him because I had no clothes on.
That was an image I didn't need.
Yeah. So anyways, we're going to see me today, right?
We're going to see me. We don't know what we're doing. I was talking to a buddy who lives there. He had a lot of pubs to recommend in that area, so it seems like See Me is more of a pubby area.
Okay.
There is one called the Junkyard over there. Was that what it was called? I think it was called the Junkyard. Somebody had recommended as well.
Okay.
My bestie's ex-boyfriend, whom I no longer talk to just because of the rules or whatever.
Yeah.
But anyways, when I was talking to him, he had recommended, I think it was called the Junkyard or the Scrapyard or something.
Okay.
But I was talking to a buddy I am allowed to talk to, and
so many rules.
Yeah, so many rules. This is why I prefer to not socialize. We won't get back into that. But he just kept mentioning off pubs. And then there was some sushi spot over there that he dug. But let's see what kind of movie this is.
Well, we can't do sushi because you did sushi this year already. I remember you have a rule about, speaking of rules, there's a rule about sushi. You said once a year and you already did it when we went to see
Did I say that?
Yeah, you did. When we went and saw Kevin Smith, you're like, I'm happy because I already did sushi this year, so I don't have to do it again until next year. And I'm like, okay.
I say the darndest things.
You do. Kids say the darndest things. Daniel say the darndest thing.
Now, I didn't do what I normally do, and I did not look up dessert, so I have no clue what's out there.
Yeah, I was going to ask because, I mean, like, their donut game's decent, but a lot of the places aren't open or they're not available when we get out of eating, so.
And we got to wrap this up, but I just wanted to say one thing.
Yes.
I weigh a pound less than I did last week.
I hate this guy.
Even after the Sunday.
He's older than me and has a better metabolism. Explain that one. I don't know. Anyways, we'll see y'all in the car. We're going to head to See Me and we're going to see Backrooms. Driving through a neighborhood right now because GPS is taking us a fun way.
If you didn't guess it, we're in the car and we're driving over to See Me. And I don't know, we're out in the boonies right now.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
We're in Chatsworth?
Yes, we're in Chatsworth trying to find the freeway, which apparently we're close to because we're almost to the theater.
Oh, there's a stop sign. All right, well. Oh, yeah, there's a big road. Okay.
You know what? There's the back rooms and then there's the back roads.
Oh.
Right now we're on the back roads.
All right, that was good. I failed earlier, but Kristen's picking up the pieces. With that said, we'll see you all on See Me.
See you there.
Please purchase tickets at our self-service kiosk or at concessions.
Why do you have a booth?
They're like, we want to keep it old school.
It's pretty old school here. Yeah, it's on.
I didn't run the audio.
I'm an editor. I fix it in post. I'm allowed to say that because I'm the one cutting it.
That's true.
I didn't expect that movie to take place in the Bay Area. Thought that was interesting.
Yeah, that was kind of cool. I was like, oh, I used to work over there. Capitol and McKee.
Do you remember a pirate-themed furniture store?
No, I don't.
I'm guessing the filmmaker's from there.
Yeah.
Something I found interesting about the movie was, because the filmmaker we talked about, it's like 21, which means they were born in like the mid-2000s. So they missed the 90s, obviously, and this movie takes place in the 90s. So what they think of the 90s is like what they learned from watching television and probably commercials on YouTube, I'm going to take a guess, because there's some kind of weird commercial stuff from the 90s in there too. But it was also kind of interesting because the movie played with, I'm guessing, things that people in that age bracket are afraid of. You know, stuff that plays on their fears. Being stuck in a corporate environment, office building. Maybe being stuck inside, like maybe COVID played a part. Given the age they would have been when COVID happened, maybe that played a part in that. And then AI generated material, because some of the stuff in there was like AI generated content. And I was like, that's actually kind of interesting that's what, you know, what scares that generation or what they're afraid of.
I mean, that's your interpretation. That was his fear.
Well, I mean, maybe he's not personally afraid of it, but he's, you know, trying to appeal to. Well, then again, his fan base liked it enough to get him into a movie. So.
Yeah, I'm just kind of curious as to what inspired the movie.
Yeah, I'd like to know more. I mean, I don't think that the movie necessarily had an unsatisfying ending or anything like that, but it also didn't answer a bunch of the big questions one would have either. So I'm wondering if you watched the series, which I thought it was just one video, but apparently it's a series. That's what it said in the credits. Maybe there's more explanation of it in that. I thought some of the long tracking shots were pretty impressive. Like the really, really long takes that they did.
Yeah.
Walking through that place. I'm guessing there's some kind of, you know, edit trickery that they did to be able to pull that off. But I was like, there's some impressive sets that you all built back here.
Yeah, imagine they just had a giant warehouse.
Yeah, I'm wondering how much of that they actually built at one time. Imagine you're just like, it's time to go to lunch and everybody left. You get stuck in there and you're like, oh, I'm in the back rooms. Where do I go? So since you originally weren't interested in the movie, how did you feel about it now that you've seen it?
I think it's something I could have watched on streaming. I think, yeah, there was a lot of unanswered questions, which, you know, was interesting. I also probably, and it's kind of interesting you mentioned the whole generational piece of it, because I would have taken that a totally different route. From the moment he yelled, I am an architect, I would have gone a completely different route where he was the one who built the Backrooms.
I was wondering if that was going to be the twist.
And yeah, for a second, there was one part when he's in the background, in the back rooms with his therapist, where I was like, I thought it was going to be one of those kind of multiple personality things where he didn't realize it because he was sleeping inside the store. Cut out all the spoilers. But I had thought like, oh, maybe it's a multiple personality thing where he, you know, built this because he was sleeping in the store.
Yeah, no, I totally see where you're going with that.
So that was where my brain went with it. But that could also just be me, you know, wanting answers to things, right?
Yeah.
You know, and that would have been an answer, and that's how I would have wrote it. Yeah, wearing a clown nose? Yeah, he is. Okay. Simi Valley.
Yeah, here in Simi Valley where they got clown noses.
Some guy, like, you look like he's going for a run. He's wearing really tiny shorts. He's just out there wearing a clown nose.
Yeah, I think this movie invites that. It invites you to kind of add your own thought and flavor into it. Maybe that's part of the appeal of it for some people, because there's this thing that people from his generation like called creepypasta, and a lot of that stuff was very creepypasta. That's where Slender Man came from. Yeah, I know, it sounds weird. It's basically...
What's Slender Man?
Oh, look it up. That's a big horror thing. And it got a lot of attention because these two girls stabbed their friend in the woods, saying they did it for Slender Man.
Oh.
It's basically stories that kids write on forums. Funny to bring that up. But basically they'd write like these long, creepy stories. And it was kind of like the digital age version of Campfire Tales.
Oh, okay. That's how, going back to it, that Kevin Smith's Walrus movie came about.
Oh, that was a creepypasta?
Well, I don't think it was exactly a creepypasta done in a forum, but I think he did it on his tours he would go on.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. And so he had the audience help him write a thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that you mentioned that it is very crowdsourced, because someone would start it and then someone would build on it, and that's kind of why Slender Man blew up.
Got you. Okay.
I don't know if you've seen him, but he's a dude with no face wearing a business suit, and he's got like long spindly arms. And if you've ever seen that imagery, that's what it is. It's Slender Man.
Okay.
And he has a briefcase, I think, or something. And again, corporate stuff. So I'm wondering if younger generations are very like wary of corporations.
I could see that.
Like
I mean, yeah, and I totally get where you're coming from. I just was like, huh. But yeah, I mean, a lot of the younger generation, you know, they're trying to go more towards the influencer, working from home, not having to be tied down to an office, you know, whereas, you know, way back when, early 90s, or, you know, that was probably mid 90s. I think it was 1990. That was very much when everybody was like, oh, I'm going off to the office, you know, and so I could definitely see that being a difference in, you know, or like, you know, speaking out against the difference in the generations.
Yeah. I'll say one more thing before we melt in the car. It's very hot in the car right now. I think if I had to compare this to Obsession, and I'm only doing that because it was both made by YouTubers, first-time movies, I think Obsession had a much better story, because Obsession followed a better story structure. That I think that Obsession felt more like a movie made by someone who might have made a movie before, and this felt more like a movie that was made by someone who didn't have as much experience in making a movie, if that makes sense to me, just with the way that it played out. But I will say they had good visual storytelling in this, so I'll give them a lot of credit for that.
Yeah, I think, I don't know if it's necessarily not by somebody who hasn't made a movie, but I would say that it felt more like the writing came full circle with Obsession, whereas this didn't.
Yeah.
This left you with what's gonna happen next.
Yeah.
You know, and, you know, yeah, I can't say any more without any spoilers, but yeah.
We don't want to spoil it in case you're interested in watching it, but...
All right, we're melting.
Let's go check out Mad Max Cheeseburgers or whatever.
Mad Max Cheeseburgers.
Oh, you can vote for ice cream.
We do not endorse this politician.
Rocky Road for Assembly.
I feel like I'm about to like enter a Disney restaurant or something.
Yeah, it's definitely got that.
They got whiskey, bourbon.
Oh, you go ahead.
Oh, yeah.
Look, there's a payphone.
Oh, yeah.
This really is the Backrooms restaurant.
Really
picked
is.
the right place. Good job. There's a...
I recommended a guy I'm not allowed to talk to anymore.
Hey guys.
How you doing? Good, good. There's a lot of political endorsements going on in this place.
Yeah, they are. Cash is king.
No, I don't carry cash.
Cash.
How you doing? Good. Just two.
Oh, pizza sign.
All right, thank you.
That's exactly what I'm about. Pizza sign. All right, we're gonna
Just see, the menu comes in a binder. Did you see that? This is the menu. It's a binder. It's a very big menu.
Junkyard Cafe.
All right, we're here in the serial killer's basement, and Daniel just got his pizza. We're in the back room.
Oh, this is a serial killer's basement. They can torture me forever.
All right, so tell us what they told us about the pizza.
They make their dough completely from scratch every single day. They grate their own cheese. So this should be one of the freshest pies I've ever had.
What style of pizza would you say this is? We were talking about that last week.
I would say it's still probably more of an East Coast vibe.
Okay.
I only know a couple of styles. I'm not a pizza connoisseur as much as I would like to be. I'm having cheese issues over here.
He's the pizza master.
But like yours looks more appetizing than me. And that's what I think the issue we were having with cheese theory last week was I got a small pizza. I think I made that same mistake again. Because you can see, like, there's no bounce to the slice. And I'm not a pizza nerd by any means, but I think it's just, I'm not doing these places justice by getting small pizzas. So I think going forward, I'm only going to order large pizzas. Or I'll just have to try a slice of his, to be fair. Chris is like, shut up, I want to eat. It's good. I'd say it's comparable to cheese theory.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you have the same type of pizza there, so that's makes sense.
All right, let's see what you got there, buddy.
Veggie time. By the way, I was fine with you taking your time because they said this was really hot and to let it cool. So
it's hot, just like the guy's about to eat it.
Oh, I'm so hot. It's Gunther pizza. This reminds me a little bit of Round Table because Round Table is the first place I ever went to that had artichoke on their pizza. So.
Artichoke? Did you say artichoke? I don't remember so much junk in Round Table now.
This is very good. Cheese is great. And I got it with pesto sauce because I'm trying to watch the heartburn. Yeah. I like this way better than my pizza last week. For sure.
Do you have a pizza scale you rate it on?
Pizza scale. It's not as high as like some of the other places we went to, like Pitfire. Sabrina's is really good. I still like Medici. It's just kind of expensive and not the easiest place to get around in. There's other spots we've gone to whose names elude me at the moment, but this pizza's here and in front of me, which puts it above a lot of places in the moment.
I think that's the problem, yeah.
You can actually eat it.
You can't ever fairly rate a pizza place.
But when it comes to pizzas that are a little more like in between fast food and sit-down restaurant, even though this is a sit-down restaurant, but like high, like gourmet, you know, I'd say this is on par with Round Table, and Round Table is my favorite, like in between fast food and gourmet pizza.
Yeah.
So that's the highest compliment I could give this. So I'm down.
What about Pitfire? Where's the rank of that?
Pitfire has more interesting topping choices, but it also doesn't have a suicide hotline prevention thing in the menu. So I might rate this higher just because of the uniqueness of its presentation.
Yeah, the decor, definitely. All right. We're going to eat.
We're going to get lost in the pizza back rooms.
Cheers.
Anyways.
Welcome to Simi Valley.
I feel like this is everywhere. So when we went to Funnel House, there was like a party in front of my car too.
Yeah.
All right. Did we decide where we were feeling? Are we just going to go back to the crepe place?
Yeah.
Crepes.
Unless you can't do it and you want to do something else.
Oh, I could do it. I'm totally good with the crepe place.
Because you ate one slice too many. I know how that feels.
Yeah, I am kind of at that crucial point where dessert may not
Fit well.
like if they don't have something that's like a reasonable size, I may be in trouble. But you know what? You only live once.
No. You only deserve more than once. You only live once, but you deserve more than once.
So something I noticed around here, you know, I know it's election season and all that fun stuff, but you don't normally see that many signs endorsing different politicians, especially in one restaurant. and then even all over the parking lot. And there were so many signs that I wasn't sure if like the people who were in competition with each other were being represented. You know, because normally it's like, we're for this person at this place. But it felt like there were so many signs it was possible that both
They just accepted everybody.
Yeah, they just accepted everybody.
Yeah.
There were even people wearing the shirts of the people that are up for vote at that restaurant. So I don't know, maybe they hold political rallies there. That'd be interesting to see.
Well, maybe. That's a good thought. I do know Simi in general is very political.
Oh yeah? I didn't know that about it.
I mean, you drive in and you see all these signs. It's like all the people that are into politics go to Simi just so they can talk about politics with each other and argue about politics and other politicking things they do. Like they all just congregate at Simi.
I don't really ever come out here. I've only ever come out here to go see movies with you, and then one other time when I was on a really, really bad date. Anyway, at least they didn't, I don't know, I just feel like that place would be the weirdest spot to have any kind of political anything. It's like,
start throwing stuff at each other?
Maybe. I was just like, yeah, I'm next to the wall of naked Barbie dolls.
Oh yeah, I didn't actually notice the naked Barbie dolls on the way out. I completely forgot about them.
I noticed them.
Oh.
I was just looking to the left and I'm like, I seriously feel like I'm walking into the house of Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
I noticed them on the way in, yeah, but on the way out, I think I was so distracted by the entire island on this old school stove of A1 sauce and ketchup.
Next to the filing cabinet?
Yeah.
Again, it's the Backrooms restaurant.
Yeah, that was a perfect restaurant for this movie.
You literally can't write this. Like, we did not plan in advance to go to any place like that, and that's just what happened.
I think we just need to stop planning and stop trying to control this thing.
You just gotta let it go where it goes.
Because that was perfect.
That was perfect.
And then without looking up desserts ahead of time, like, found this freaking crepe place. Hopefully it's great.
Yeah, hopefully it's good.
But if it's not, it's okay.
Okay. You know, it's not great is how these people drive around here.
No, see me people. They're into politics and they're the worst drivers ever.
And those two things go hand in hand.
If we
check out my bumper sticker. Look,
if we have any See Me fans, I apologize. The guy I was talking about that lives here, and then the girl, neither of them watch this.
They also might agree. You never know. Maybe they're like, yeah, other people are like that, but not me. I see that a lot.
Oh, he probably would agree. I was telling him about Spencer McKenzie's.
No,
he was like, wait, hold on. You went to a place? Because I thought Spencer McKenzie was in See Me, but it was actually in Camarillo. He's like, you went to a place called Spencer McKenzie's to get Mexican food, and you were surprised by what you found. And I was like, okay, fair.
I was just, who puts cocktail sauce in a burrito? That's what I don't understand.
The ice bar. Oh, boba and tea. I'll say that.
Boba's not bad, but I don't really want boba right now. So you want to get some crepes?
Yeah, some crepes.
All right, we're get our crepe on.
All right, we're here at the Krusty Crepes.
We're gonna get a foot massage afterwards.
Hopefully it's better than the Krusty Krab.
Foot massage. Barbecue foot massage.
Oh, that's a cool sign in the window.
Yeah, they like Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Oh, is that what it is? I probably like it. I always dig things that are like that.
You might like.
Hey!
Yeah, whatever that is. All right. You're right. It does look like a piece of pie.
Yeah. This is free meringue while you wait, but looks like they're out. Or is that the meringue?
No, that's flan.
Oh, that's flan?
Yeah.
I can do a flan dive. I think I'm funny. My mother tells me I'm funny. All right, guys, we're gonna do some stand-up right now. Why did the chicken cross the road?
Which one of these would you say travels the best?
Because it wasn't afraid to cross the road like the
Yeah.
sheep.
My day one is a simple
Son.
but it's good.
That's a reference to last week's
It has
movie.
a cream filling inside with strawberry banana.
Okay.
Going over the menu.
All right. I got the s'mores. I'm not eating all of this.
Huh?
I said I cannot eat all of this.
Kind of jealous of you. Yeah, I'm jealous of you.
Why are you jealous?
You're smart. You got the s'mores.
Well, we'll see. See how good it is. Is that a giant marshmallow? Yeah, it is. Okay, I'm gonna need the knife. This is gonna be complicated to eat. Well, I guess I'm making it complicated then.
There you go. I'm scared.
I was gonna drop it. That's good. I mean, they made the crepes like fresh in front of us, so
Yeah.
you can't get much better than that.
Fresh pizza, fresh crepes.
All right, your turn. Show me yours, I'll show you mine.
I got the butter mallow, I guess.
Oh, you're smart. That's where I should have cut mine.
Should have what?
That's where I should have cut mine.
I always cut at the corners. But I eat a lot of crepes, so there is that.
Crepe master over here.
There you go. Look at that.
It's like a little mini
Watch
pizza.
this fall off the plate.
You got that in your mouth. And you're dancing. That's a good sign.
It's good. Good.
All right, Pizza Prince approved.
Pizza Prince approved.
We're gonna eat these crepes.
There we are.
Head back to the cave.
We just finished crepes. It was amazing.
Yeah, that was really good.
It broke my bank account. I'm not going to eat for the next week. But it was amazing.
But do you even need to eat?
Oh, I'll find a way.
And you're gonna eat burgers later, possibly, or another
Sliders.
pizza.
Sliders.
Sliders or a pizza.
Haven't decided yet.
Oh,
All right, well, we're going to head home and we'll see you there.
see you at the cave.
See you at the cave. In the back rooms, we have somebody eating your leftovers.
Yeah, I left my leftovers in the back room. What was that character's name? I don't remember his name. Carter or something.
Yeah.
Carter's eating my leftovers in the back rooms. One thing I actually wanted to mention about that movie that I forgot to mention in the car. I kind of mentioned the AI thing, but another thing I've noticed with younger people is they find old video game graphics creepy. Like PlayStation 1 games and N64 games, they get creeped out by how those graphics looked. And
Oh, I do too, yeah.
in some of those games, the characters would clip through the walls because they were learning how to do 3D for the first time. And I think that's where some of the clipping stuff came from, was the idea of like objects clipping through walls and glitching out in video games. And I think some of that idea came from that.
I could see that, yeah.
It's very interesting.
Absolutely could see that, yeah. And that you could easily do that in a video game. So
I'm sure I didn't even know. You told me about, was it Exit 8 was another kind of like
yeah,
creepy
I think it was
game?
Exit 8. Yeah, I gotta look it up.
Sounded like a bit of an escape room, except dangerous situation.
Yeah, I don't know. The point of that one sounded extremely pointless, and I don't even know what the point of this one would be, except maybe just like any game, get the bad guy or escape the back room. I don't know.
There was a game that I played a couple of years ago called Remnant 2, and there was a secret where you could do all this stuff and then find the back rooms and go in there and run around. And it looked exactly like it did in the movie. And so obviously it was an Easter egg hinting at this kid's YouTube show. But at the time I didn't know what the Backrooms was, so I just thought it was some weird thing they put in the game. Now that I know what it is, I understand that Easter egg, and I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. These
That
guys
is cool.
were ahead of their time with their Easter egg. So, but yeah, so we watched the Backrooms, and then we went to
Junkyard and see me.
Junkyard, Backrooms, pizza. They had everything on that menu. They had burgers,
They
salads.
really did. It was full service.
It had a binder that they hand you.
They literally hand you a binder. You flip through it. It's hand drawn. It was amazing. I would definitely go back there. And then dessert was
Krusty Crepes.
the crusty crepe.
The Krusty Crepe.
That was amazing. I, of course, ate the whole crepe and nothing but the whole crepe.
Yeah, that was good. I ate half of it, but I also ate half the pizza, and I got a larger pizza than you. So I feel like we ate the same.
Oh, is that what you're trying? No, we didn't, because you ate half of your pizza, which would be one whole of my pizza.
Would it be the whole of your pizza?
Yeah.
Oh.
And then I ate the whole crepe. And nothing but the whole crepe.
Listen, I'm not the Iron Chef of eating here, where I'm like, I can handle it. Put it inside
I'm
me.
about to go out and get some more food in a bit here.
Yeah, he's eating all the food.
Might have some ice cream in between, who knows?
But yeah,
Day's young.
see me, I'd say you redeemed yourself with restaurants. Last time we went out there, it was a pretty bad showing, but
How was the driving?
let's not talk about that. The driving was its own adventure movie. There was all kinds of stuff going on. We saw tires in the road. A guy almost backed into me. A lady almost backed into me in the parking lot. We saw a dude running around with a porta potty. There was all kinds of stuff.
Simi has it all, is what we're trying to say.
Yeah.
You're looking for a good time, go there. Guess they also have wildfires too.
Yeah. Or if you're looking for a weird time, because that place we ate lunch at, I mean, it looked like the house from Texas Chainsaw Massacre, or like there's just naked dolls nailed to the wall. Everywhere you look, there's something weird.
I think at this point of the show, that they probably saw it, right?
Yeah, and if I didn't, then I'll show it again, so you can enjoy it. Yeah, it's over there. Yeah. I'm not doing that gag again. I did that last time. It's called the pointing. But yes. So what are we seeing next week?
I have no idea. What are we saying?
I thought we were going to go see Masters of the Universe.
Oh, yeah, another video game movie. Apparently, it's the year of video game movies.
It's not a video game movie.
I thought you said it was.
No, it's based on an 80s cartoon.
Oh, okay. We're seeing an 80s cartoon movie. Okay.
Street Fighter video game movie, though.
Oh, that's a video game movie.
And that one's November.
I don't know. There's just a bunch of wizards and warlocks and half-naked dude. And it all starts out in an office, and then the spaceship takes them over where they got to go in the castle.
Does it start off in the Backrooms?
No, but I'm pretty sure it ends up somewhere around there.
Okay, fair enough.
When they're with the warlocks.
We're in the back rooms now, boys. Yeah, it looks like it could be fun.
Yeah, I see you trying to do that. My bad.
Yeah,
I ruined your joke.
that's okay. But yeah, it was the guy that directed Bumblebee, so I'm hoping it'll be good. Because I actually, of all
I see Bumblebee.
the only Transformers movie I liked was that one. So I might like this one, hopefully. And then we may do a pickup movie somewhere and try to see Tuner, because we were both interested in that one. If we can.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in.
Till next week, keep eating carbs.
Keep eating carbs.
Tell you, that's gonna be the catchphrase. The slogan.
You're gonna be the catchphrase.
I'm gonna be the fat phrase.
The fat phrase. I need that on a t-shirt.
It's not a phase, it's fat.